right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with your host, Tone Vays. Sorry about yesterday's stream. It got cut off because someone random called me on Telegram, and because I'm in Dubai, that actually cut off my internet because of the voice over IP restriction. So that's not going to happen today because I turned off Telegram for the stream so that this video will still be short because I gotta go to an interview, but we're gonna take a look at the charts. I want to do this video now because I may not get another chance today. Just have lots of meetings to do here in Dubai, and wanted to make sure I get a price stream out. Hey, I just want to say real quick one more time that please, if anyone contacts you pretending to be me, assume it's not me. Always assume that I am not the one messaging you and you are being scammed. I do not message random strange people offering them, investments, offering them mining services. I guarantee you it is not me. So please be smart. Please be diligent. Whenever someone messages you as Tone Vays, it's not me. The only time you will get a message from me personally is if you went to my website and you purchased something or you tried to purchase something. If you did not initiate contact with me first, it is extremely unlikely that I would seek you out to offer you some kind of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So, yeah, I don't know what the internet problem is. I can try running my own hotspot. You can try to switch. Let me check. I don't know why I'm having internet issues, guys. I really don't. I'm gonna use my cell phone. Maybe it'll be better. I'm gonna run a hotspot on my cell phone. Why is my hotspot not coming up? That's strange. Oh, people are saying internet's fine. Okay. All right. So then we'll just go on with the charts then. Oh, here it is. All right, I'll just leave it as is then. It's okay. Okay, let's go to the charts. All right, weekly chart. Weekly chart is still not a big concern, but once again, just like in yesterday's video, like an hour or two before the stream, I'm kind of feeling good about where Bitcoin's going. But then as I start the stream, the charts start to look absolutely terribly. So we're going to be zooming in on those charts. This is not a good day. We have period moving average. I changed the moving averages a little bit. I wanted to keep an eye on the 20 period moving average on the daily chart. I don't want to see a loss of a 20 period moving average. The daily chart, I can now move up this line, which is really, really important. If we start trading below today's low tomorrow, and we don't know where today's low is going to be because we still have lots of hours left in today's candle. But if we start trading below today's low tomorrow, Bitcoin is in trouble, and I think it can head back down towards 40,000. The funding rate is great. The funding rate is absolutely resetting. I'm not expecting a move all the way back to 20,000, but move back to 40,000 is very, very possible before one more push higher. As you can see, I anticipated a big pullback. I just thought it would start a couple of days later than it actually did. It didn't time me perfectly with the MRI, but no indicator is perfect. And I enjoyed this run up all the way up. And now I'm not as optimistic, and I'll show you why on the lower level time frames. So yesterday, I would have drawn this red line, and I said somewhere in this vicinity, because I did not like the look of these candles. When we started to fall yesterday, this is the 4-hour look, and as you can see clearly, we rose. I thought we could rise into the depth cross on a 1 to 4 candle correction. The 1 to 4 candle correction was nice, but this big red candle right in the middle of it kind of didn't allow it to go all the way back into the depth cross on the 4-hour. We started to drop and then rebounded. Well, I'm in Dubai, so the time zone it would have been evening New York time. My computer is always on New York time. So late afternoon in New York, everything was looking great as we were going back towards $51,000. But look what happened in the last 4 hours. That is a very nasty 4-hour candle taking place right now in the middle of the night in the US. And I don't like this candle. Zooming into the 1-hour chart, you can see this big crash happened in 2 hours. So what would I have done? If I did not panic, well, there's no panic here, but if I did not take the stop loss over here at the lows, I would have moved it up to these lows, either the low of the hour, which was the midnight hour, or the low of the lowest close, which was the 11th hour yesterday in New York. And you can see how the current candle is breaking all of that. So I would not want to be bullish Bitcoin right now. Right now on a short-term scale, I would be getting out. This is not a good idea. Right after yesterday's stream, I had to run out. I met up with Carl to the moon, great guy. You guys are very familiar with his YouTube channel. I think everyone watches his channel based on how many views he's getting. I'll probably do a video with Carl, maybe on his channel, maybe on my channel as well. So I saw him here in Dubai yesterday, saw a few other people. I'll see more people today. Lots of traders here in Dubai. And I didn't get a chance to exit more GBTC, but I hope I still get a chance to exit more GBTC today at a reasonable price, because I'm not very bullish right now. I'm not liking this look. And as you can see, we are about to close on the lowest hourly close we had in a couple of days. And that makes me think that these lows are very likely to be broken to the downside. So this is not good right now. Not good. If I was doing the stream 4 hours ago, I would be more optimistic. But the moment this low was broken right here, the moment 49,700 was broken, especially the way it happened at the beginning of the candle and going down hard, I would rather stay away from Bitcoin and buy back. When would I buy back? Well, the buyback area is now very, very clear. I need a break of this line. So the break of this line, I want to drop the Fibonacci's. They're no longer useful. The break of this line makes me bullish again. But right now, we're about to close at a brand new hourly close. And once we do, we're going to challenge these lows. Now, still plenty of downside here in the oscillators. The funding rate is already on the bearish side. All right, let me see what's going on in your questions. Tone, look at some Bitcoin mining stocks. Okay, maybe. So GBTC closed pretty decently yesterday, and you can see the funding rate went up a little bit. Let's see how it does today. I would be setting my limit orders today. I don't plan to stay out late today. So yesterday was my first day here. I flew overnight. I was just tired. I had an overnight flight, didn't sleep all that well on the plane because of the damn masks. And oh, my COVID test came back negative. So I was wondering, like, they weren't messaging me about my COVID test. And I said, well, how do I know if I'm positive or negative? But what they do is they stick a QR code on the back of your passport. So all you got to do is scan the QR code in the back of your passport, and you could check your test results. So my COVID test did come back negative, but I'm still very upset that I did a COVID test with a freaking thing being shoved all the way up my nose. These things are made in China. Who knows what the hell they're putting on the tips of those Q-tips? I don't trust the governments. I trust the governments even less now than I did. You know, I was never a big fan of government, but I have such distrust in government after what happened in the U.S. elections. For everywhere around the world, I have no more trust in doctors. Hey, Blockforge, shout out. Hey guys, you were a sponsor at Unconfiscatable. Thank you so much for the super chat, Blockforge. So I don't want to take another freaking Q-tip up my nose. So all my future travels would have to be strategic. I'll take other COVID tests. I'll take a blood COVID test, and I'll take a like mouth swab COVID test, but I'm not going to take a Q-tip up my nose COVID test. I'm not doing that again. I can't believe they make people. I mean, I didn't have to come to Dubai. So I guess if you don't have to take the COVID test up your nose, if you don't want to go anywhere, this is really bad. Like, it's so unfortunate that people that are world leaders are some of the worst human beings on the face of the earth. That's the problem. Yeah, that was my first time getting like a nose swab COVID test. All right, let's just go through the charts real quick. I'm not very bullish on gold. This is the S&P. Let's go to the daily. Oh, S&P rallied big time. Look at that. We held the prior swing high, and now I am bullish the S&P 500. The weekly is bullish. The daily, well, the weekly is still on a top. The weekly is still on an MRI top, but the daily is very bullish, and I would love to buy this breakout of new all-time high. We're going to break 4,000 on the S&P. Man, if you're a trader of the Arun, I mean, it held you in the trade in forever. So you're still profiting from the S&P. Tesla rebounded nicely as well. Look how Tesla held the MRI support line absolutely beautifully. And I'm still a little cautious on Tesla. Never made it to my $500 buy point, but right now everything is looking bullish again. Someone wanted me to look at a mining stock in Bitcoin. BFARF. It looks good. I'm all right top. I wouldn't buy into it. I mean, everything Bitcoin is going to be going up. I would wait till the break of like $6 to buy. I wouldn't buy here. I would go long in maybe 2 days or next week. I'd wait. Have you had any weird meats in Africa? Not really. Not really. I think Kenya would be better for that. I wanted to drink the cow blood with the Maasai, but they wouldn't let me. Can we see GBTC premium? Yes. GBTC premium closed at 395. I got to release that script. Am I visiting the Burj Khalifa World Showers building? Yes, I plan to. I know people that are renting apartments there, so yes, I'll be visiting there. Is there an ascending triangle forming on the 1 hour? I don't know. Let's see. Not really. I don't see an ascending triangle. I don't see a descending triangle either. But if there is a triangle, it's more descending than ascending. I could stick one of these in. Like that, because that's pretty much a touch, that's a touch, that's a touch, and I'm not breaking any of the candles. It's a very slow moving descending triangle, but it is a descending triangle. I'm going to leave it here for next time. I'm just going to make it red. I'm going to leave it here just in case. It's not a good one. It's not a great one, but it's there. So something for me to pay attention to. I'm going to see Carl to the moon again tonight, I think. Well, we'll do a video together. The hourly just bounced nicely, but I'm still a little concerned. Let's see how it happens. If this triangle continues to play itself out and we're consolidating and constantly testing 49,000, I think 49,000 can break and we can go down to the 42 area. I mean, it's still amazing how high Bitcoin is right now. And I do think 100,000 by end of year is certainly not out of the question. Are there mosquitoes in Dubai? I've only been here 24 hours, guys. It's I can't answer these questions yet. Oh, what happened to GME? I want to see GME. Thanks for reminding me. GameStop. Oh, what happened here? So as I said, this thing was going to go back to like $20, $30. And what was the low? It went all the way down to 38, but it bounced today. I have no idea what the hell that is. So, and in the pre-market, it's back up to 173. Look at that. Wow, GameStop is becoming insane again. I stay away from this nonsense. Look, I like making my money in markets that are more slow and steady. Any chance to move unconfiscatable to Brazil? Probably not. I am probably going to move the financial summit to Zanzibar. Well, not move it, but we'll have more financial summits. If anything, I'll do the financial summit in Zanzibar, in Brazil. But those are higher end events. I mean, those are that's a $9,000 event. This is the financial summit. I'll be this. I spent the last, all morning today putting together notes. I visited all of the top resorts in Zanzibar, and there was a couple that fit perfectly. What's wrong with my website? There's a couple that fit perfectly for the financial summit, and I may be moving the financial summit from Bali to Zanzibar if Bali doesn't want tourists. If Bali doesn't want tourists, we will move it to Zanzibar. Guys, it's very difficult to put a conference together. It requires a lot of work. This is why using the same exact venue in the same city is useful, because you already have all the contacts. It's a lot of work. It's very expensive. These conferences, they don't make money. The financial summit makes a little bit of money, but unconfiscatable, it lost money last year because I'm not going to have scammy sponsors. So it's more money to and time to put it in new venues and new countries and cities. Very challenging. Mempool. I'm really hoping that the mempool would clear up a little bit. Maybe this weekend, now that prices are coming down a little bit, a little less volatility, we're cutting back into the 20 sat per byte transactions, so that's good. Well, if you think I'm scared of mask laws, I mean, people that are forcing masks onto other people, these people are either completely ignorant or you have a God complex. I don't want to be the one telling other people what to do and how to live, as long as they're not infringing on me. And the best thing for your health is, being able to breathe. So I starting to despise people that are forcing the mask mandates. They're just bad humans. You're bad people. And this is the communist mentality. This is the king, I rule you mentality. I tell you what to do. I tell you when to shove a Q-tip up your nose. I tell you what you can and can't wear on your face. And that's not a society I want to live in. That's not a society I want to support. I'm not expecting an 80% correction anytime soon. We're in a bull market. I'm only looking to buy the dips. I don't like the fact that Dubai has a mandatory mask mandate outdoors, but no one really walks around outdoors in Dubai. But all the restaurants are open and full capacity and stuff. Someone was saying, imagine wasting life being this negative. I'm trying to make the world positive. I don't know. It's just, there's nothing positive about wearing a face diaper. That's what you're wearing. You're wearing a face diaper. You can smile all you want behind your face diaper, but no one's going to see it. You can be as positive as you like. You have a smile ear to ear, and no one will give a shit because you're wearing a face diaper. No, I'm not expecting any short squeezes on gold. Yeah, the world has been very frustrating to live in. All right, guys, I need to get going. I got to do an interview. I don't have a view on Craig Wright. I don't care about Craig Wright. Guys, the more you talk about these people, the more attention you give them, the more they become relevant. I'm waiting for this disaster to close below 1% of the price of Bitcoin, and then I never want to see or talk or look at it again. This is, of course, B trash. And on a daily scale, I'm waiting for it to close below 0.1% of the price of Bitcoin. The lowest close we had was 0.0105. So pretty soon, this thing will be worth less than 1%. I don't know what the pi cycle indicator is. I have my own pi cycle, and I need to get those dates. I think I had an article about it. Let me see. If I go to my blog, no results found. All right, I can't look at something that I'm not prepared to look at. So it'll take me. Oh, here it is. I think this is the last time. It's been 4 years. If I publish the list of dates here, then it'll be here. No, I didn't publish the list of dates. I only published the code. All right, so I don't know when the next date is. So I'm not going to sit here on live stream and look for it. But just because something is free on TradingView doesn't mean that I know what it is. So it doesn't mean that I understand if their code is right. Just because something is free doesn't make it good or bad. I'm not gonna look at someone else's indicator and not having a full understanding of it. That's just not how I look at analysis. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. If you want to support, check out the on-demand videos. Sometime next week, prices will rise. This is it. Your last chance of prices. I'm also going to probably start a subscription for Q&A. And these videos are only going to be my views and no Q&A on a live stream. All right. That's pretty much it for me. I'll be speaking on a panel, I think in about 5-6 hours at 3 p.m. UK time. I tweeted it out. So if you look at my Twitter, if you go to my profile on Twitter, I'll be taking part in this. It's a panel discussion, about an hour and a half, breaking the monopoly in big tech. And I'm going to talk about Bitcoin, of course. All right, guys, that's it for me. Thank you all for watching. I am a little bit concerned on the price of Bitcoin right now. I don't like this hourly chart. I don't like how we dropped in the last 2 hours. If we are dropping below 48.7 during open trading, I will be taking profit off my GBTC long trades. I already took 30% off. I'll be taking more off the table. I can always go back in once we break 51 or 52,000 in the near future, probably 51,000. So until we break 51,000, I'm going to lean slightly more bearish than bullish on the short-term charts. On the daily charts, if we close below the moving average, I will be leaning bearish. But on a weekly chart, I am still bullish, looking for the MRI top in the 70s at this point, 60s, 70s. All right. That's it for me, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. And try to push back on these lockdowns and masks. They are destroying humanity, basically. They're destroying people's ability to live with any kind of remnant, the smallest remnant of freedom. All right. Oh, someone just mentioned the US dollar going down. I am bearish the US dollar. As you guys know, I have become a giant bear on the United States government. I think the United States government is now a piece of garbage because of the election. And therefore, I would not be surprised if the dollar just tanks. Where is it tanking to? What is better than the US dollar? I have no idea. China is a less freedom than America was. But if China basically owns Joe Biden now and tells him what to do, then it doesn't really matter. So I actually have no desire to spend any time in the US in the near future. I mean, I still have family there. We still have the conference there. Florida is a decent place to be. So is Texas. But my New York condo is going up for sale, and hopefully my other friends will move out of New York. I never want to go back there again, or California. So I'm more looking forward to spending time in Mexico if I'm in North America. I have zero desire to ever go to Canada again. So it's that's what happens when people vote for one president, but the election is stolen. So I have absolutely zero respect for America now. The one thing that I know for a fact is that China does not control Bitcoin. And if you think China controls Bitcoin, you're watching the wrong YouTube channel. All right, guys. I will talk to you all on the next one. Once the dollar breaks the support line of the MRI, it can easily go down, way down. This was my outlook for the dollar. If you look at my videos from a year ago, you'll see how bullish I am on the dollar. And right there, the dollar was breaking 100. And now I could not be more bearish on the US dollar. All right, guys, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all on the next one. Please subscribe. So close to 100,000. Still here in Dubai. Lots of people to meet. I got to go do an interview real quick. Then I got the panel, and see you all tomorrow.